My name is Nick Rael, and this is my persuasive speech. Imagine having to scan every page of a new design proposal for a supplier instead of being able to send them the file digitally. Modern media, which according to dictionary.com is any means of communication that reaches or influences people widely, has revolutionized the way that people communicate in the workplace today. Information used to take minutes, maybe even hours to deliver, can now be seen within a matter of seconds. And projects used to require business trips to collaborate can now be worked on simultaneously from anywhere in the world. Today, I'd like to persuade you that even though there are concerns about reliability, security, and privacy, modern media and technology are more efficient and are more collaborative and have enhanced communication and relationships in the workplace for the better. Just over 20 years ago, commercial email use was still a work in progress. If you wanted to send someone a document, the best way to do so would have been to fax it to them. While not much slower than email necessarily, or any less effective, faxing and email have two very different social structures. The problem with faxing is there's no personal touch. You call someone to let them know that a document needs to be sent and when it's headed their way, and that's about it. With modern email, relationships can be created when you send your emails. People can communicate vast amounts of additional knowledge in the email, as well as personal information, while still getting the document sent out. Relationships can easily be fostered or hindered solely based off of what each person says in the email. By letting the other contact know that you appreciate their business or cooperation, and promoting small talk and getting to know them on a personal level, professional working relationships can be fostered in a manner that wouldn't be possible with faxing alone. Email has built on the social structure in the working place, but it also has some technological advantages over faxing. According to the patent description for networked fax routing via email, the inventors discussed three main advantages that email has over faxing. Primarily, they said, received email is editable. Inherently, email is routed automatically to the correct user, and email is available immediately upon logging into the correct email server. All of these features demonstrate how email is more efficient than faxing in the fact that every time a change is made to the copy, a new hard copy doesn't have to be sent out to everyone to show those changes. You don't have to worry about the incorrect person grabbing the fax off of the fax machine, and the person who you sent the fax to doesn't have to go hunt down the fax machine somewhere to grab the data. On top of all this, faxes can be easily intercepted and corrupted as they're just an audio message. According to Leo Nottenboom, a former programmer for Microsoft, a fax really is nothing more than an image of a document, which means that it's also very, very easy to forge. Given this, and the fact that email can be encrypted to conceal its contents, modern media and technology have provided a more secure way of transmitting information, sensitive or not, in the workplace. Not only is new media more efficient and secure than faxing, it also has enhanced collaboration in the workplace. Just a few years ago, there was no real way for a group of people to view and work on a document or project at the same time without traveling, taking a business trip to an agreed upon location to physically sit down and work together on something. Today, Google Docs is rapidly growing as one of the most effective ways for that group to tackle that task without having to worry about as many business trips and phone conferences. As stated in the book, Written Communication, Soft Skills for a Digital Workplace, you can store up to 5,000 Google documents of up to 500 kilobytes each and 1,000 spreadsheets of up to 1 megabyte each. This enables companies or groups of people working together on something to store all of their information in one central location, streamlining accessing and sharing instead of having to send out a copy to everyone who's involved in the project. Not only does cloud-based processing enable people to store all of their information in one location, it also enables them to work on something without having to be physically present. Anil Sabharwal, product manager for cloud-based applications at Google, discussed how cloud-based processing has enhanced communication in the workplace for the better, stating, "The idea is that businesses are, by their very nature, a social network. You're all connected by virtue of working for that company. Better collaboration, better broadcasting of information to a group, better social connections." This can be clearly seen in the ability to have multiple people working on one document at the same time. These collaborators can be located anywhere in the world, editing in real time, adding to that document. This builds a different style of relationship than traditionally meeting in a conference room because it enables these people to work in a more continual nature. One, in the fact that they can get together more frequently than they would be able to if they had to make all of these business trips and meet at one place. While some may argue that meeting face-to-face builds more of a personal relationship and helps build rapport, Google applications have also spread themselves out to cover these aspects and even improve upon them. Knowing that people would still need to communicate, even if they could work at the exact same time, Google decided to add instant messaging and video chat capabilities to their media repertoire. Proponents of meeting in person might point out that instant messaging doesn't create the same personal relationship that meeting face-to-face does, but a study written in the Journal of Computer-Mediated Communication states otherwise. The article reads as follows. Our research indicates that frequent conversation via IM actually encourages the desire to meet face-to-face. For example, participants who reported heavy IM usage more strongly agreed with the following statement in our questionnaire. After talking with my friends on IM, I want to see them face-to-face. This finding implies that online communication can reinforce face-to-face interaction. Through this, it is evident that instant messaging can enhance professional working relationships before the collaborators even meet face-to-face. By still having the possibility of meeting in person and having video chat and instant messaging capabilities, new media and technology have enhanced communication and relationships in the workplace for the better. Finally, there's the ability to remote in to another computer. If giving a presentation in which the file is saved on your personal computer instead of the one in the conference room, you can simply remote into your computer and pull up the presentation as if you were sitting at your own computer. This makes flash drives not a necessity, but it also does one more important thing. It enables technicians and experts to assist in a tricky situation. Just the other day here at work, we had a technical issue with the masking valve not aligning properly on the machine. We had a company out in New York that has been working with us, and our boss asked me to have a technician flown out from New York to assist us with the problem. Instead, we were simply able to have that technician remote into the computer on the machine and fix the problem without ever having to leave his seat at his work desk. This type of efficiency is transforming the way companies do business by saving costs and also promoting cooperation over long distances. Modern media has without a doubt changed the way that companies do business today and how people collaborate and work together. Email has made communicating information a more efficient and secure process. Email has also enabled the communication of additional information and personal information that helps build relationships that aren't possible with faxing. Google's cloud-based applications allow people to work on documents simultaneously from anywhere in the world and enables them to store all of their information in one location as well as build a relationship before meeting face-to-face. And the ability to remote into another computer allows issues to be resolved with ease. The advent of new media and technology truly has changed communication and relationship in the workplace for the better and has created a more collaborative environment. As I conclude this presentation, I want to leave you with this thought. With email and cloud-based computing, we can send hundreds of pages of documentation in a matter of seconds. With faxing, if you wanted to send someone that same document, you would have to scan each page that you wanted to send. If you're averaged out at 30 seconds per scan and you wanted to send a 20-page document, it would take a full 10 minutes just to scan it before you could send it. Thank you.
Very good.